Alright, but problem solved. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I like to see that. The actual graphics are pretty good. I saw that meme. Got an ad. Yeah, I definitely just inserted ads onto my stream for fun. Thanks for the money, suckers! Guys, it's been a light week on streams because I wanted to achieve finish some projects. I have finished 0 of them. I have finished 0. Okay, in my defense, I had to spend more time getting up to date on the League meta and, like, really grinding my solo lane knowledge for tournament. Because I'm coaching 2 teams, so that took up a lot of my time this week. But, hey, I got the graphics done. Look at that. There's even another form for the Be Right Back screen. Mwah. Beautiful. Each of those is 1 minute long, and they took 45 minutes each to export. Yes, I've also been playing HOTS because I missed it, and it's fun, okay? Sue me. I have been playing Heroes of the Storm, yes. Yeah. Okay, so this treacherous bastard is causing problems lately. My dog likes to piss on things. He's awful. So I have, like, barricades into the rooms I go into so he can't get in. She knows how to open doors now. So in the middle of the night, she will open the door to the studio. I am not in the studio. She just wants to come in for some reason. Then, while I'm sleeping, the dog will enter here and piss on the floor. In a room he shouldn't be in because the door is closed. But you cause problems. Stop opening doors. I'm not in this room in the middle of the night. So yeah, that's been fun. That's been very fun. She's not even doing it for him. She's doing it to fit her own, like, fucking deranged agenda, where she just wants to enter a room for no personal gain. It's not even, there's not even a comfortable spot for you to sit in here, Maya. Okay, now she's gone. I'm yelling at her too much. She doesn't like me. I'm probably going to be, over the next few weeks, taking another couple of weeks here and there where I have a lighter stream schedule. Because I'm feeling like it's good for me just to give myself some more time to, like, reflect, work on some projects if I can, work on myself if I can't, just relax, bring my stress level down. Because now that I'm working full-time, having, like, a full stream schedule every week on top of that's a little extreme, plus my coaching duties. We won last night, by the way. I put like the Legends Esports Plat team into a one-day tournament. I woke up, I started creating some spreadsheets at like 1 p.m. I was scouting teams and devising draft strats like all day. It was like 12 hours total. Jesus. We won though. This team has never won a scrim, and yet they went undefeated. So I was very, very happy about that. So many draft strats. The final game draft was like a collaborative effort between me and my head coach too. Because like I'm responsible for this team, but our head coach is like overseeing all of it. Holy shit, that draft was disgusting. Very gross. Just kind of happy about that one. We'll have some more esports coming up. If all goes well, I have Bev coming on the show on Wednesday. We're going to talk about some dumb shit. But she's like, Quinn, I don't have a topic. I don't have, like, some random bullshit to talk about. I'm like, that's okay. I have plenty. Let's go see what Karen is up to, guys. I just shaved before the stream, so my neck's a little itchy. I don't know what's in store for me with the post game. I might not even like it. Who knows? But your request, Jacob, you're playing. We are literally spectating your games. I'm gonna stay on Master for now. Multitasking. When I find a time. Why would you blow off the game just to cast it? No. Do you like grinding for leaderboards? I mean, to be fair, some of... to be fair, some of D2 was like that, but it also wasn't. No, I do not like grinding for leaderboards. Karen looks pretty cool here. Okay, well, my flesh golem needs to move. Look at her. Yeah. Yeah. True. Okay, I'm just gonna start with cool and see what's happening. This is narratively bullshit, though.
And really, you did a sloppy job. But enough small talk. I need your help.
Like, this is narrative bullshit.
An artifact lies in the
His first comment was, "Joke's on you, I'm not dead."
You will only grant it to the worthy. I think you'll have a better chance of impressing this spirit than I. Aid me in this, and I'll use the artifact to help you.
Sure. How do I do that? Sasharon. Where am I going? Okay, for once, they actually haven't told me. Kanai's cube was last seen in the ruins of Sasharon. Have I been here already? I can just warp from... Sure, why not? I have never been here. It just happens to be something I can go to. Cool. So there actually is a post-game area in Act 3.
Baal has invaded Sasharon, but we will fight until we are no more. For we are all that stands between him and our sacred mountain. And I swear, by the blood of
So how long is this? It's been destroyed for 20 years, I guess.
Pay dearly for each of our
Oh my god, there's big axe traps. Is this ghost going to move? Gotta watch for the traps. Nah, screw the traps. I'm going this way.
I shall impale you.
Bop. Bop. Whoa, look! It's the Gargantuan Beasts.
Beckons. I'm afraid not.
Okay, so those aren't actual, like, enemies. Those are just projectiles. What is the number shortener? Oh, wait. There's actually a display thing. Large cursor. No, thank you. I have to let my cat out. 1 second. What? What's your problem? Go. Stop forcing your way in if you don't want to stay. I told you, there's literally no incentive to be in this room. None. None. Display long floating combat numbers? Sure, why not? We'll do that for funsies. Oh, the Enlightened Shrine is actually... Oh, no, this is an XP Shrine. Cool, things are more specific now. What are these things? Frost maggot? They make a lot of corpses, that's for sure. Glacial monstrosity. I guess there are... Oh! You threw a snowball at me. That's kind of rude. Alright, we've just got fun, big numbers on now.
Chief Elder Kanai was the best of us. He could have been the next immortal king. None have come close to bringing the tribes together since Warask. But Kanai could have been the one to change that with his indomitable spirit. though as strong as 3 warriors. His true strength lay in his compassion.
He's talking. He's telling us a story. I hate when you get into, like, situations where it's like, you know, now I can't see just because I want to keep myself in a safer position. Big numbers. Very large. Very fun. The bigger the number, the more dopamine you get. So I clearly need to go up somewhere. Oh, there's actually a... Yeah, there's the enemy. I need to get out of the thunderstorm. I'm pretty sure I do take damage. Wait, I'm on Master. Wait, I just remembered I shouldn't be on Master for things that aren't boss fights. I'm standing in the thunderstorm and not taking damage, yeah. I forgot. You know what? Okay, we'll finish the Kanai's Cube quest on Master, then I'll swap back to Torment 1 and we'll play around a bit. Actually, go for that guy, please. There we go. Well, it will reset the zone, that's the thing. Or will it? You know what? Who cares? I'm leaving. We're gonna find out. I don't care. We're gonna start again. I've only been doing this for what, like 8 minutes? There we go. Try adventure mode. Sure, why not? I can blink there. Yeah, it's still considered Act 4. The Ruins of Sasharon. Wait a minute, is this not considered a quest? It's not. I don't have the quest yet. That's so annoying.
Yes, I live once more. I'm very hard to kill. And an art, I think.
So now they're not pointing me to the quest anymore, but I know I need to go up. We're getting the cube. Wait, it's actually different. Oh, it's actually different.
We showed Baal and his army what it meant to fight true warriors.
It's randomly generated, yes!
It froze the spirits of our bloodied ranks. That was when the battle was lost, for he was truly our king.
Oh, are you serious? It was actually just completely separate? That's funny. Oh yeah, I've got to watch out for those like flaming Cosra projectiles. Oh, and homing it. What the hell yoinked me? Oh my god, they just emerged from here. I'll break the barricade so I can kite back in here. Yeah, see, this is so much better. Oh, reflects damage. Whoops, that's why I'm not healing that much.
Do not fear the
Let me
end.
through.
That was a worthy
Move! I'm powerful. Get out of here. I definitely want to be in here. Is this safe, though? I mean, I'm doing over 1 million damage per bone spear while standing in there, so I'd say it's kind of worth it. Definitely feels appealing, though. Ear collector? Tongue collector? What the hell's up with you? Stop collecting ears and tongues. That's gross. Icky. Disgusting!
Give it more time.
Do I have any cooldown reduction, by the way, or does my E just have, like, that low a cooldown for some reason?
I must wait.
Yeah, I guess I just, like, wasn't using it as much as I thought I was. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like this guy. I just realized they have projectiles. And I want someone else to be getting hit by that. I just had a tree fall on me. How rude. Okay, imagine like the amount of carnage this is about to cause.
The night
That felt good. I need to keep kiting so I can't just get hit by projectiles. Yes, line up! Yes, line up! Perfect! Beautiful! Yes, line up! Just what I wanted. Beautiful. Hey Mel, how are you doing? Spot's the only way to access the cube zone, so that's why you found. I mean, hey, should be easy enough to find, right? It can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad, right? Surely not. It's going to be bad. Back in the ruins here. I'm glad we at least have the like, even the maggots are kind of hard to kill, though.
Not enough essence.
And whatever was giving me essence before has stopped. Ooh, I need to, yeah, I'm getting snowballs thrown at me and I need to avoid those. Just be ready to blink. Okay, I should be able to get some good lineups here. I think it's my skeletons giving me essence. Like, I think we had a rune that helped me with that. Or a passive. It might have been a passive. Yeah, because you can see my essences going up when I don't really think I'm doing much of anything. Oh, guys, remind me to pick up normal items. I need to pick up non-magical items.
I'm afraid not.
Pick up the trash. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there's something with Thunderstorm in here. Kill the goatman guarding Abad al-Hazir. Oh, I'm in a... Wait, what am I stunned by? I'm like in a rock tomb. What does that say? Fast Waller?
These creatures won't go down easy.
Yeah, Fast Waller, Mortar, Thunderstorm. Yikes! Fast Waller sucks. I can't really see what I'm shooting at from this angle, but I don't want to get closer. Not with these mods. Something went down so I can use Corpse Explosion. You know what? I should just create a bunch of corpses. Force my way in. Level 70! We're at max! Let's go! And now I can take another passive. I cannot take another passive. We're in combat. Wallers are okay if you have a teleport like I do. Dark Reaping. Do I not have a scythe? I don't know. I have a sword, so it's not that. I have Grizzly Tribute. No, that's life on hit. You're now earning Paragon XP. Cool. Alright, let's see. I have everything. Rothma's Shield. You cannot lose life for 4 seconds after using Land of the Dead, Army of the Dead, or Simulacrum. Cool. Blood is power. Cool. Blood for blood. I don't spend any blood spells, really. Minions grant thorns. Or minions gain thorns. I do like Serration. Draw life sounds pretty alright. It's not Dark Reaping. Sorry to hear that, Mel, with the blown out shoulder. That blows. I do like movement speed. That's very funny. So I'm thinking about adding either Serration or Fueled by Death. Fueled by Death is kind of funny. Is that a pun? Not intentionally, but it's very funny if it was. I'm only gonna get some value from Serration. Consumed by or Fueled by Death is going to boost my corpse explosion. It's only 5 seconds though. Yeah, standalone. Yeah. Standalone's gonna be really good for me with my build. I'll take Serration for now. And if I ever feel like changing, we will. What was that? There's like a skull on the map over here. Oh, they're just ordinary enemies. Have enemies been on the minimap the entire time? I just realized I've never looked at the minimap in combat. Not even once.
Please free me from this miserable cage. Greetings.
He's got crushed immediately.
My disappearance. No? Well, I was captured months ago by the Coven in retaliation for secretly observing one of their rituals. But you, madam, have secured your place in the history books by rescuing me. I can assure you. No. No thanks are necessary.
So, what's your deal? What did you do? Hazir's Torment.
I managed to befriend one of my captors, Calvisan, by constantly acting the fool and pleading for my life. Then we were set upon. Calvisan, bless him, freed me before confronting the attackers. I quickly took advantage of his heroic sacrifice and made my escape.
Just died. Curse chest. Maybe minions. Like boss minions.
Sadly, I was soon captured by the Khazra and was unable to avenge him. Well, we can't cry over the past forever.
That guy got... that guy got into a bad situation.
I'm going with you.
So he's following me for some reason. Might be related to the quest, who knows? Please have garbage. Nope. Yeah, there's no enemies on the minimap here, so I wonder what... Excuse me, I wonder what that was about. Noticeably increased damage on Bone Spear is actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like that, but I'm gonna have to like check out my passives again to see if they're optimizing my damage. If the answer is like, okay, well, what's cheaper for one? Are you sick of pizza?
Sasharon, the once grand capital of the whole of barbarian.
I'm afraid not.
Every stone exudes.
Because if I had frozen, like, I'd be fine with frozen pizza a few days in a row, but I also, like, how can you be tired of pizza, right?
I have trained well.
So now I get to see what Paragon points are about. Okay, I should be doing tons of damage here. Here. Yeah, I love how much damage I get from Serration here. I'm in a great spot. We'll get the Garys to, like, swarm over here and give me a safe zone so we can fight this.
Well.
I'm already Paragon level 2. That's a little absurd. Most necro passives are for utility or survival. I believe they are. Because this is heal, this is lethal damage, this is trapping, which is really nice. There's not a lot of, like, damage ones. This is a damage bonus, but I don't use curses. This is life regen. Yeah, I mean, that's thorns. Serration is just good because one of the big problems that I was having was I was a mage build without enough damage, so... That's... Wait, am I backtracking? I kind of am. Let's not backtrack just yet. I always have the waypoint, too, so I can just... I can go this way, and then... Yeah, I can go this way and loop back to town if I'm wrong. So... Let's actually look at this. What? Fucking really? That's it? I'll just take move speed and attack speed because I like that. It's good for how I've been playing the game. Oh my god. Do I press S? Like, what's my... I don't even know my hotkey. Life. So this is defense. Resist all. Life regen. I would prefer... armor, I believe. Oh, I can reset them, too. How many times can I reset? Is that unlimited respecs, by the way? Look at... I saw 1,000,000 back there. Unlimited for free. Okay. So there's not even any permanent choices in there. I mean, right now I'm just kind of thinking my armor is going to be more valuable to me than my life, like in terms of getting more tough. I could be wrong, though. Destroy the ceremonial Khazra drum. Why would I do that? I'm just disrespecting their... Okay, well, I've already done that. Guys, I did not get locked into this.
I must wait.
Is this a bug, by the way? Should I be in there? That's a lot. I mean, that's like, is that like Land of the Dead 100% CDR? Because I've heard of stuff like that. I've absorbed a little bit about this game. Yeah, I'm supposed to be in there.
I'm afraid not.
I can't get in with Blood Rush, so. That's Bone Spear? Tens of trillions per hit? No goddamn way. My Golem can't get in there. Some of the Garys can't get in there. I feel like this quest is horribly bugged. Good thing I'm ranged. I guess I just have to wait until they accomplish something. The Templar stuck it. There we go, look! Come the fuck on. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, I see. So the portal was like, it said return portal. So I'm like, surely I'm breaking the route. Surely that's like, taking me somewhere, right? Break the root. Like, surely that's for leaving.
The light grows stronger within.
This is like a weird Khazra version of the Ancients fight? Oh, he's arcane. Okay, and I've also got to, like... I've got to deal with the ads for sure in this one. Watch out for the arcane lasers. I should be dodging that. So, I'm going to tell you guys where I am with this game right now. I am considering doing a second playthrough so I can, like, really absorb what this game... What the hell? Oh my god. This is actually tricky. Okay, maybe I should concentrate instead of talking about my plans with the game. Holy shit. Break the root, please. Oh no, arcane laser. Keep moving, keep moving. I don't have TP. Skip over it. It's really hard for me to move around.
That needs to recharge.
Compared me to the great historians and philosophers. Class, Lister, Jerem, Baltic.
I'm gonna leave that regen globe on the ground so I can pick it up soon.
On such things, of course.
Break the root. Go grab this. Jesus. I don't know what's pulling me and I hate it.
Glorious development.
I'm afraid not.
Ooh, set item. That was really, really intense. That was really frightening, actually. And then what else? I get... Okay, I got stuff for, like, everything. I mean, I do still like movement speed. Wait, did I reset? How did I reset my Paragon points? What? Resource cost reduction. Ooh, life per hit. Actually, that could be very good for me. Yes, I'm trying to figure out, like, if I should do a second playthrough or not, because, like, I'm having fun. I want to see how melee combat feels. I'm getting a little bit antsy to try some other games, though. Because, like, I still, like, as time goes on, I really want to try my first experience with an MMO. And, you know, I'm committed to playing Elder Scrolls Online with Jacob, and I'm actually getting excited for that. Ouch.
Dren, the last of our seers, prophesied the darkness would soon pass. He was wrong. Mount Ariad exploded.
I think, like...
And took our souls.
Yeah, and, like, a second playthrough, this game will be slower, or faster, rather. It'll be faster, because I'm not standing around for all the lore. I already know the story this time. What do you guys think? I'm thinking of playing Monk. I think if I was going to play a melee class, I'd enjoy Monk the most. Unless, of course, you know, I go, like, melee Necromancer or something, which I'm sure I would love, but I don't really feel inclined to play again as a Necro.
The years wear on us all. Only a few still live. But we have made a good account of ourselves, killing all but the most vicious of the flesh eaters.
Flesh eaters? Did I miss something?
They were once our kin. As long as even
oh yeah, I did. I wasn't paying attention. Wonder what piece? Yeah, but let's find out actually. Okay, well we're in combat. Thanks, Garys. Your mother is busy. Okay. We're just gonna let them do that. We got a 3-socket sophisticated vest, which increases corpse explosion damage. 94 all res, 443 intelligence, higher armor, and 3 sockets. It's part of the Masquerade of the Burning Carnival. Simulacrums no longer take damage. Gain all. Okay, that's not a set that makes sense for me. However, look at the Bone Spear thing. I will put this on. It's clearly for a build that isn't like quite mine, but maybe my build needs optimization at some point. That's one of Necro's best set. That's the trillions of Bone Spear damage set. I mean, let's read Simulacrum and see, like, okay, well, I can't do that now. Because that was the one that, like, I forgot if it copies blood spells or if it copies bone spells. Because I just don't know where I would fit it into my kit. Duplicate your secondary skills. Oh, it's entirely for, like, it's for spamming Bone Spear. Okay. Or it could also spam Death Nova, but I only really want to be spamming one of these anyway. Where would I fit that in my build? See, because I mean, I would replace Blood Rush, but I really like Blood Rush. It's been so handy for me with my minion-focused build. Ah, I'm not getting anywhere near, like, that late in the game for that to matter anyway. Fuck it, I'm playing how I want. Although I bet that would be fun with the Bone Spear. Oh, here we go. The Elder Sanctum. We found Sean! Look out! I want Rothmas. Yeah, I can actually, like, keep exploring the sets. That's true. I did just get one of them.
Do not fear the end.
Wait a minute. Do your sets entirely determine what's viable endgame? Because I do know that this game is set-focused in endgame in terms of itemization. Do sets determine the viable builds? Mostly. Cringe. That's really cringe.
Beckons.
I'm starting to see some of the problems, actually. Because, like, let's be clear, right? In Diablo 2, I could play a melee enchantress, like melee sorceress, something like that. And, like, to be clear, that is not a good build. But I could find items that make it way better, and, like, build rune words, and find the right uniques, and find the right, like, because, like, it's, the set bonuses aren't based on, like, specific combinations of skills, right?
I must wait.
So I could have, like, my garbage builds. But, like, if endgame is really based around set items in this game, I actually want everyone to cover me on this. It's a scary sign. I have, like, two distinct thought processes in games. Like, if it's a multiplayer game, fine. I will, like, accept that there's, like, meta builds because it's competition. Like, I hate being frozen. Wow, I should have died. But, like, in a single-player game, give me more freedom to just pick something that's dog shit.
That is not possible.
I hate frozen enemies. Wow. This sucks.
A well-deserved.
Okay, I actually do want to try that, though. Oh, this is an ult. This skill is an ult. That's actually disgusting. But I can just imagine how much damage I'm doing. No wonder I didn't pick it, because it's an ult. You're not going for leaderboard. That's good. That's good. Now I have to sit here for 2 minutes waiting for my TP to come back. He doesn't have anything more to... Does he have nothing more to say ever? No. I don't want to get... Okay, I can get in a fight with this without teleport. They're just tiny little bugs. Sure. I mean, I'm probably just gonna go with, the same stuff. Resource cost reduction is actually pretty nice, though. Yeah, I just feel like I'm working with fewer abilities when I have something with a really long cooldown in this game.
This world can abide you no longer.
The other day I encountered a poll on YouTube from a Diablo 2 streamer that I watch. Like, you know, the YouTube community polls. It's like, hey, how do you feel about ultimates in games like this? Because he plays Diablo 2, he's tried Diablo 3, and we're talking about, like, what Diablo 4 is going to be like. And a lot of people said, I wrote in that, like, hey, I'm neutral on those. There we go. Because I didn't really have an opinion at the time, and I just wanted to see the poll. But, like, the results were overwhelmingly negative. And, like, trying Land of the Dead, trying Simulacrum, I understand now. Because, like, it just... I feel like I have less of a kit in a game where, like, in a game where I expect to have access to my abilities, like, all the time. Because, like, this 5-second cooldown, awesome, because it means I have to value my teleport a little more highly, but I still get to use it all the time. This 45-second cooldown, you know what? Yeah, sure, but most of the power is also the passive, right? Where I just... This is my unit. I have my guy, and...
The grave beckons.
You know what? It probably is my golem that... I know what I have to do. No, because that makes my corpse explosion worse, and I just like having my EQ combo. I was considering replacing my flesh golem with Simulacrum, but... I wonder if I just do enough... I want to try it. Okay, well, I've now put it on cooldown by mistake, so...
No.
I need to get further away from them so I'm doing more damage.
Weakness consumes you.
A glorious development.
There we go. Perfect. White item. Removes the time limit. Oh my god. That's pretty disgusting, actually.
All must serve the cycle.
Okay, let's actually try this. Let's try it. Feels weird not having Big Gary around anymore, but... we'll go with it.
The night embraces
Ooh,
you.
Marquise Amethyst. I think I'm actually totally fine not having him right now.
I'm afraid not.
Bop, 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 bop. It's like a very time-consuming area.
Have you heard of the great Elder Sanctum? He was the barbarian civilization's best hope. And their final one, as it turns out.
Kablamo. I know I have Paragon points to spend, but I don't really care right now. Okay, this looks like a lot of enemies, so I'm going to use this and see what happens. Jesus Christ! Okay, I don't care. I'm not complaining anymore. This is more fun. This is more fun than what I was running. This is more fun.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
It's very, very short living, but... Oh god! Why did I pop that? I really did not need it. The mortar part blows. I really miss having access to my instant corpse explosion right now. I feel like I need the burst.
All must serve the cycle.
Apparently I'm getting an absolute boatload of kills though. Can't see what I'm stuck on. Ooh!
Must serve the cycle.
I'm completely stuck, yeah. Bring the Garys in here. Oh fuck, one of these enemies is frozen. Look at the sheer number of kills I have right now.
I understand so much more now.
Not ever do damage. Lot more bone spears.
Weakness consumes you.
Now they're gone, and I have to wait another 2 minutes for them to come back. I don't know. Okay, it was fun for a moment, and now that I'm playing like a long extended fight, I have to like figure out if I like this or the... I don't know which I like better. I really don't. That was a lot of XP. Kuribo, wait a minute. If you have that amulet plus the rune that revives you if it's active, do you just never die? That just occurred to me. It goes on CD. Okay, whew. But if you have a boatload of cooldown reduction... Oh, so something like Last Service or whatever my passive is called. I have my water bottle in the worst spot. I just keep bumping into it. Oh, right. Haunted Bake, so I know what that is.
Serve the cycle.
I mean, in an area like this, it seems easy enough to generate corpses, but I then worry if without my golem, corpse explosion becomes useless in some places. But does it matter if it is, if...
My master would take pride
like,
in
cause,
this.
I mean, in D2, corpse explosion wouldn't get any value against, like, Mephisto or Duriel or anything.
Your death nears.
I mean, now that I have my other passive and I am on a proper Bone Spear setup, pretty good. That was violence. That was gross. Icky, icky, gross. Do I even want to click this? I guess I already have. I didn't think about it.
My essence is too low.
Suck. I might have some essence regeneration on an item. Oh, I am not getting 100 of these unless...
Not enough essence.
Even like that.
Decay and rot.
This is just insanity! This is carnage! I'm Paragon 18! I found set pants. What are they? This is the Trag'Oul's set. And this looks like I get a lot of Blood Rush benefits. Blood Rush healing increased from skills a lot. Life spending abilities deal way more damage, but you heal a lot more effectively. Okay, I mean, it's just right now they're just better pants than what I have, so I'm putting them on. And I'm going to be keeping all of my set items. But why have I found just Necromancer positive sets? Is that just how the drops work? You only find items for your class? Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks.
Canai's cube. X.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that, but...
The cube was used by my Haradrim brothers in many of their most complex rituals. When its potential became clear, they began to fear its power. The fools. They hid it
It's
away.
better than the
even
Haradrim
from
cube.
me, and created a less powerful implement. The Haradrim cube.
Interesting.
They used for many years.
Well, we found it. I'm pretty happy about that. I might just leave right now then. We'll do some inventory management.
Safety at last. You have not only my eternal thanks, but also the thanks of the world at large for rescuing me.
Oh yeah, no problem, buddy. What's up? So, this is Transmutation. Yeah, it is, like... Exciting new things. Place recipe items within the cube. So I can discover recipes. Left click on the fill button to automatically add crafting materials to the cube. Archive of Tal Rasha. Cool. Upgrade rare item. Convert set item. Remove level requirements. Convert gems. Convert reusable parts. Convert arcane dust. Augment ancient item. But what does extract legendary power mean? Interesting. Well, I'm still gonna like go through everything I have here. What have I got? Something good for my follower?
I haven't heard from the Haradrim we sent to the Skovos Isles.
Skovos is a dangerous land.
I hate to think that any more of our order could come to harm.
All of us know the risks, Tyrion, but we believe in the new Haradrim.
I want to look for like damage up and toughness up, preferably, but like my armor is very, very good. I don't think I'm getting anything better. It's good on you.
Ah, good.
Ah, good. Bone spear damage up on my boots. That's so good. That's so unbelievably good.
Just the thing.
This is also bone spear damage up. I lose overall damage, but I gain bone spear damage plus regen plus... Oh, is this worth it? I wonder. Destroys a legendary to give its passive to me. Interesting. Bad sword. This is a Templar relic that drastically reduces his damage, but it does give him, like, I don't really care, actually. When I see drastically reduces his damage, that's probably not worth it. So the one thing I'm trying to think of if I actually want this helm or not. This is bad now. I just like keeping some of my old stuff. You know, like this old scythe. This is nostalgic. Is it worth losing 17% damage, but I mean... I get so much tankier, I get so much more regen. I have more... This is more Bone Spear damage anyway. My primary damage is Bone Spear. I don't think I actually lose as much damage as I think. I'm going to keep it in inventory just in case I'm wrong. Nine reusable parts. And that's screw it, I'm salvaging everything here. And then I just need to go to Shen and get that, Shen, here he is. Get the gem removed.
I must wait.
I'm thinking of the wrong town. I'm actually so thrown off. Let's go here. What scythe? It was the scythe that gave me extra siphon blood targets. It's really, really old. Like, it's from the beginning of my playthrough. So it's definitely not worth it. I just like having it around. Okay, I have a ton of points still. Let's take some int. CDR. I mean, CDR is now more valuable than it was before. So let's do that. Let's do that. Who's Auric? And Shen actually still had something here. There's like a Shen quest. May I speak to Mr. Shen? Like, I want to talk to him. He had a quest. Alright, whatever. It's dead now. I don't get to have the fucking thing. I don't know what a Nephilim Rift is, but maybe I'll click on it and see. Rifts.
Ancient Nephilim tested their worth by fighting through enchanted realms.
Oh.
It was I who opened these rifts for them. That was my calling, and I always answered it. Then, for many years, there were no Nephilim who had need of me.
Now I'm back.
I am glad to be of use again.
Hail to you, champion. Maximum passive level doesn't matter. Ooh. Okay, I will investigate the cube a little bit.
Powerful of Nephilim can enter the rifts, and they
But
are
I
the
also
ones
want
who
to see
can
what
summon me
other,
from
like,
my rest.
quests I have.
Many years in silence and darkness before you arrived, and yet you are different from your ancestors, are you not?
So am I in adventure mode and that's why I can't talk to Shen anymore or something? About Auric, who are you?
Greetings, Nephilim.
What is a
create
keystone?
so you might test your skill in battle.
I don't know what
But
that is.
first, I require a keystone.
I kind of want to talk to you guys.
You chose the perfect time to reform the Haradrim, Tyrael. Troubles never cease, do they?
They don't.
It would seem not. Although we lost many to Malthael, there are more who fight to help us at any cost.
That's good.
It is no easy burden to carry the name Haradrim.
I'm actually going to start speeding
Thank
through
you for
text
coming
a little bit.
There
Never mind, I don't care about the bounties. I'm like far less interested in talking to people now. Actually, what are you?
I've never learned precisely why Rakis chose to found his kingdom here. He must have.
Maybe.
I'm not complaining, but you're roguish. I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land.
Yeah, it wasn't actually anything interesting. Okay, let's do the rift. Only quest besides cube is just the rando auto-generated stuff. Neat. Let's go check out a rift. See what... Wait, Oric is right here.
Anything
Use blood shards here? What are blood shards? I don't know what these are. Whatever. I'm going for the... I don't know what I just gave it. I really don't. Whatever. We're going in the tormented trail.
Unleash your power, champion.
It's full of rat callers. Hey, stop calling rats. Bone spear damage is still pretty high. Oh my fucking god. Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna restore my energy and then we're gonna throw some more like extra bone spears at this. Yeah, for as long as my extra goobers are alive. That actually handled that group pretty effectively. Yeah, that was much easier.
They should have run when they had the chance.
Okay, so I need to pick up those little orbs to get credit for my kills. We need keystones. So I can get keystones from the rifts. But I don't need one to open the Nephilim Rifts. And that's probably why they were talking about great. So what I assume just from like the vague things I could piece together from hearing people talk about this game is the greater rifts are like the core of the end game, huh? Or it's like the core of the stuff you do in the end game? Pretty much, okay. Bop. I wish the cooldown like tooltip would change to reflect the CDR I had. I'm not actually okay. I'm missing Big Gary in concept, but I'm not missing him in gameplay. I just don't like change, guys. Change is scary. Change makes me nervous. I had to change my underwear the other day, and oh my god. I trembled for hours. So that's why I didn't want to get rid of Big Gary. But no, Simulacrum's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you heard me, Jacob. I said what I said. What, am I gonna take the coward's way out and deny what I said? No, I'm just fucking...
You will make a fine corpse.
used on loot box. Rip Audacity! That's the... What a name! What a name. Wait, what did I just encounter? Okay, there's like big things back there. Electrified, knockback, desecrator, horde. There's a reaper here. Yeah, guys, come to the corpse pile. I promise it's a good idea. I promise. Okay, I absolutely need some help. As long as I'm not standing in the desecrator zone. These guys are orange. This is like some legendary enemy with the minions. Hop. One of the big problems I have, like, when I'm playing games, is that, like, I love it when games force me to change my playstyle, but not when it forces me to, like, adjust my build or something. So it's like, the game says, I want you to change your playstyle for this area, and I'm like, awesome, I have to use my tools in a creative new way. But when the game even, like, suggests that I change one of my tools, I'm like, how dare you? How could you even suggest that to me? What do you think this is?
No.
Well, unimaginable.
So there's a new type of item called primal items. Oh yeah. We also have the spoilers command. It basically just says you guys are free to talk about literally anything related to Diablo 3 now. No! I will have the same peanut butter and jelly sandwich I've had every day for the past 20 years. Actually, I lose my mind if I have to eat the same food over and over and over and over again. Unless it's only for like 2 or 3 days. Like, if I have to eat pizza for 2 or 3 days, I'm very happy. If I have to eat pizza for a week, I'm satisfied. I couldn't eat bagels for 2.5 years. Because in like 2019, when I was working full-time and had to wake up at like 7 a.m., I had a bagel for breakfast every single day to the point that smelling a bagel would make me sick.
My essence is too low.
I'm fickle. Did you guys know that humans are inconsistent with their opinions? Yeah, I got bagel dip. Actually, I want to try something, so if I hold back here... No, I just dash in some random-ass direction with my E. Cool. I don't think I can control the angle.
I'm afraid not.
Get out of here, buddy. I'm gonna grab those. Yes, I'm here talking about my opinions, and I'm contradicting myself over and over and over again. Wait a minute. Maybe I have absolutely no fucking clue what I'm talking about, come to think of it. I like X, except for when Y and Z. It's a rift! We made it! Oh wait, this is a normal item. I need that. I'll take some... Actually, regen is going to be really useful. There's nothing here. There's a higher tier of legendary items called Ancients. That's very straightforward. Primals are the best you can get from those. That's very straightforward. So legendaries do continue to be, like, at least useful in the end game because you can get primals. Okay, this is a little chaotic. I need to find a good angle for approaching this. And I found my angle.
May be strong, but I will not stand down.
Okay, I'm being pursued by the exorcists. And something has cold and I'm actually kind of scared. It's that thing. Go, Garys! That's a lot of primals. Okay, I need to get stacked. I need to get my essence up. And once all that's true, now it's time to eat. And just shred everything. I'm actually kind of happy with this. And now I can actually be far enough away to make use of my passives. Some good loot dropping, too. Get in here, please. I'm gonna try to keep my spoilers command updated for like every game I'm playing. Or I can make Steven do it. Ooh. Update this command for me, command boy.
My essence is too low.
Just get on this guy, please. What is that? Malignant Thrall? Gross. Kind of icky. This is level 2. So do the rifts like randomly generate a theme? Because it would suck if every rift looked the same. I'm sure they don't, but wait, my simulacrum can get frozen? No fair! That's so horrible! That feels awful! I hope I find some cool stuff too before I'm done with Necro. I'm probably not going, like, to grind out some gear. It's full of ponies and... I've heard of that one! That one sounds so funny. That was like... what I understand, my dad used to play this game like a long time ago when it came out, and like he was basically saying it was like this had to be like 10 years ago. He was telling me this. It's basically like this game's equivalent of the Cal level. Bop. This doesn't actually feel that hard on Torment 1 anymore. There's a cow level too? Holy shit. A staff of herding. Okay, that sounds absurd. Look at the fucking damage numbers, by the way.
sword.
You stick that staff in Kanai's cube, it makes a portal. Beautiful. I love hearing that. Alright, so now I get attack speed, and I love attack speed.
This world can abide you no longer.
Look how fast I can attack now. This feels so good. Look at the kiting too.
I'm afraid not.
The higher the APM, the more fun this gets. Okay, I've got an idea. It's also the greed realm where you can get through the puzzle ring. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that, like, if you know where to look for it, there's actually a lot of interesting things to discover in the post game. Is that what I'm hearing? Yes. It's definitely simulacrum time. How fast am I gonna hit these? Jesus, look at this. Okay, I do need to watch out. This thing's going to die. Whoops. Oh, I totally missed my opportunity to get the extra zone of power.
I'll be telling stories about that.
Oh, but adventure mode has tons of stuff to do. That's good to hear. A few neat things. Cow level, greed realm for money. You just have to track it down, and I imagine there's very, very little story to go with
it. I understand so much more now.
I have a Paragon portrait. See, my problem, guys, is that, like, when I mentally check out of something, it's kind of hard to entice me to come back. And right now, my brain is not thinking, like, oh, I really, really, really want to explore more of Diablo 3's, like, post-game. My brain is, I want to see the basics, and then I feel like I'm pretty much satisfied with my experience with the game. Bring me down here, please. Yeah, I'm not even noticing the cooldown anymore. It's so much damage. It's so much damage. Don't forget that Molten's blow up. There we go. You know what I need to do? There we go. The music volume needed to be turned up a long time ago. Oh, a Death Maiden. The music is it's very, very ambient in this game. But I feel myself getting to this point, guys, where it's a really bad habit of mine, and I'm trying to cut it out. I am now feeling anxious to like move on to something new, even if I am and was enjoying the game. It's just like, oh, I could be like exploring new games too, and like that. It's like a bad annoying part of me that's like that cares more about being finished with things rather than the process of doing them, and that's like pervading every aspect of my life too. It's not just video games. It's really fucking annoying, actually. Really annoying. I don't know why I'm like this. Does anyone else get like that? Where you're playing a game and then like you're not tired of it. You know you could get more fun out of it, but like you just feel weird playing it. Quite often. It's good, as long as I'm not crazy. I don't ever really think I'm, like, irregular for thinking the ways I do, but, like, sometimes I just don't ask about certain things. I just started this course today. It's basically, like, a self-help, like, life skills thing for dealing with anxiety. And I feel like most of, like, the first half of the first video was basically about, like, trying to let you know you're not alone. I'm like, I already know I'm not alone. Like, I know this is not an abnormal problem to have. I just want to fucking deal with it. Like, I don't feel like shit because I have, like, a condition. I feel like shit because it's stopping me from doing the things I want to do. Or from, like, properly enjoying the things I am doing. Like, I'm anxious, so I'm not properly enjoying Diablo 3 as much as, like, I know I could be. Yeah, you know, like... Holy shit, what is that? That is really cool looking.
Not enough essence.
Especially for me, sometimes you don't feel like doing or playing anything if you're majorly anticipating something. Yeah, it's like that allure of something new. You know, and it's like, I've already kind of formed my opinions on Diablo 3. I'm just kind of playing it a little more, because I want to see a little more. Turning up the music volume is a good idea, by the way. Guys, is there any way I can force a trip to Whimsydale today? Is there any way I can just, like, get there immediately? Or is it kind of like get lucky, random treasure goblin sort of thing? I don't like the way you said technically. I've never seen the shadow clones just pop like that. I could do it via multiplayer. Oh, okay. You're not going to want to play anything since Endwalker releases. I don't even know what Endwalker is, but I understand the sentiment completely. You know what? That's probably it. I'm anticipating ESO and, like, I'm anticipating other games too much. That's probably, like, the origin of what I'm feeling.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
I need essence.
I need to break the root. This thing's fucking nuts. Please just move me out of here.
I'm afraid not.
Build up my attack speed. E, and there we go. There we go. Now I can actually, like, blast people. So anyway, I started blasting.
No longer.
I really want to stand in here so I can just absolutely fucking decimate. I'm rooted in an AoE, and it's really hurting.
I must wait.
Why did I use my TP like that? I'm crazy. Oh, that was the most satisfying corpse explosion ever.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Oh, really? The Rift Guardian, you say? Yeah, actually, that... Oh, this is the Rift Guardian. It's Blighter. We've discovered Blighter, guys. You know what? Fuck it. Let's actually... If anybody has, like, a Paragon, like a level 70 character who's not, like, substantially stronger than mine and or they have the staff to Whimsydale, let's try some multiplayer.
My health is restored.
If somebody wants to ping Tristan on Discord and tell him we're doing this, I think he'd appreciate that. That's, what's his name on there? It's, like, rather, like, I don't even remember what his Discord... It's, like, Dragon Lord or something. I'll find him. Wow, there's a lot of AoEs here. It takes forever to just like... Oh, never mind. There's another, like... There's an ad. I'm actually glad so many bosses have ads in this game. Wow, this is challenging. Okay, I'm just about ready to press my E. There we go. I'm ready now. I'm ready to pop a potion if I need it too. Great, I got a ton of value out of that simulacrum. I gotta stand somewhere else. Damn. Just ping them with this. Perfect, and it even generated a great zone for... I can stand like... Oh, I'm still in it because there's another one. Let's see if I can just pick this up. Hey, he knocked me into it. Perfect, thank you, Blighter. It's very kind of you. And I assume you dropped some nice stuff. Yeah, he absolutely dropped some nice stuff. 47 blood shards. And a keystone and a death's breath.
I would open rifts for the Nephilim to help them train.
Nice.
They fought bravely, facing down enemies in places.
Oh, and I have to keep fighting.
Corners of their memories. Ours is a race of great power, but we are nothing unless we temper it with skill. If you are to achieve your birthright, then
I'm just riffing. We did it. Okay, let's see if I'm able to craft the staff. Speak to Auric in town. Oh, we're actually just done. Yeah, I'm done with the rift.
Returning to town.
Okay, let's see how we craft this staff. What's up with you?
Well fought.
Thank you.
Rathma has blessed me.
I get some points. I'll take movement speed again. I'll take resource cost reduction. Let's do that. I don't have the money or the recipe. Yeah, probably. Okay. Man. So is it a Kanai's cube thing, though? Oh, it just has the thing that... Oh, that's cool. That's just how it is. Rest in pieces. So depending on what you give, what item you give the cube, it'll have a different power. Isuel drops it. Okay, let's try to kill Isuel a bunch. He's Act 4, right? Yeah. I would rather kill Isuel. We're going to Whimsydale. That is my entire objective today now. I want to go to Whimsydale. For the next, like, I don't know. For the next however long, like, that is 100% of what I want to do. That is a fuck ton of enemies.
Do not fear the end.
Oh, it's a channel. Yeah, now I have a goal. Now I'm motivated. I'm moving forward with intention. That does so much for my motivation. Because my motivation was, yeah, let's just find out what's happening here. Like, what can I do in Diablo 3 post-game? That's boring to me. That's why I was bored. It wasn't so much I'm looking forward to other games. It's because I didn't have any goal in this game. I'm just killing things. Now I want to go to Whimsydale. Now I'm killing things with purpose. Now it's fun again. See how fucking fickle my brain is? That's all it is. A couple of the crafting materials have abysmal drop rates. If we fail the goal, then whatever. I'll come up with something better. I'm casting Corpse Explosion on nothing like a fucking idiot. I should be out of the arcane laser, yeah. Oh, a new one spawning. Okay, so I'm actually standing in like a desecrator zone. Wow, I regen slowly. I like how the big thing isn't even like the scary enemy in this situation. Stop being arcane, please. I do not want you to be arcane. There must be a health portal like over here. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
This world can abide you no longer.
I don't see my simulacrum, so I assume they're dead by this point. It's probably been 10 seconds. Aspect of Hatred, Mephisto's disciple. Damn. Yeah, that guy. That guy's kind of cool. Alright, so you freeze him while I channel. No! That would have been so funny if it worked. Just imagine that. You found the drop rate for the plants of that staff. Are you going to tell it it's less than 1%? Okay, good, but that's still ass. Cause like, you know, I hate farming. I've spent some time in D2, like farming for stuff with like a 1 in 1,000 drop rate, but that's because the runs take like 5 seconds and I can fire them up for a moment. Like, it takes me like 2 minutes to do a Mephisto run. 2 minutes, like 5 minutes maybe to do an Andariel run. I can do them like if on my lunch break, if I feel like doing a couple, I can do that just for fun. You do have the staff. Okay. Let's kill Isuel anyway. And I do still really want to go, because actually what we could do is just go to Whimsydale in multiplayer. I do appreciate you offering to use your staff for me, by the way. Thank you so much. Oh my god, there's so many, like, harpy shots. I'm scared, get me in there. I would like to be in this zone, please. There we go.
My bag is full.
Is it really? Oh, god damn it. Oh well. I don't care about this ring. We'll pick that up. And then if we find something better, we'll pick that up and drop one of our garbage items. Where is Silver Spire level 2? I'm just going to run past enemies at this point. Because I have like a very specific place I'm trying to go. I'm just trying to find my progression point. Alas.
Go now.
It is not your time. Takes on average 20 to 40 Isual kills. That's 20 to 40 Isual kills isn't bad. If you know you're farming for that, that's not bad. I guess my problem is the map resets every time and the runs take forever.
There is no room.
Is this where Isual spawns? Is this correct? I actually need that. Heaven falling apart is such a crazy visual. You only have seasonal or hardcore characters. Yeah, don't give up your hardcore characters for me.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, hold on. Is that specifically the Torment 1 drop rate? Because I imagine the Master drop rate and the Expert drop rate is pretty different. Still want to be very far away. Oh my god, that just lost me my stacks. Damn. That's annoying. Really? The drop rate is consistent between difficulties. I find that hard to believe, actually. Like,
No.
why does Isual get serpents?
My essence is
Oh, I'm out of. I'm just holding down. I hate that ability. It's actually the most annoying ability he has. Okay. Magic Find goes up with the... Magic Find does make it easier for sure. I can tell you, I don't even have to have, like, played this particular game to tell you that much. So if I'm farming, I should probably go down to Master. That's why you can't increase your difficulty, because they don't want you to, like, do a run on an easier difficulty and then crank it up right before the boss dies. Because if I could, yeah, I can lower the difficulty in the middle of a fight. They don't want me to raise it. That makes sense, actually.
There is no room.
I absolutely did not get it.
I need to go back.
Okay. So yeah, let's actually Let's do some inventory management. What is this? Imperial Ruby. Ooh. Higher tier. This is a better helm. It does not give me bone spear damage. It does not increase my damage. I think it's probably worth wearing. But this one also improves my damage and my crit chance. And this one also improves my damage. And I don't care about... There's so many helms here. I lose recovery because it doesn't have life regen on it. Oh, I have a lot of helm choices. I think this one is what I want. I'm okay to lose a bit of bone spear damage if my damage as a whole goes up. And my toughness goes up. I mean, the only issue is lack of regen. Two-handed staff that I don't really care too much about. That's a ton of life on hit, actually. But I'm already... I already don't have a lot of ways to boost my damage. I don't think so. Let's go down in like an actual organized manner. No. This is more damage, less toughness, a bit more recovery. It's not an actually reasonable attack speed is up. It's just raw damage up a lot. Intelligence down a tiny bit. Vitality, I don't get any. The toughness is substantial. The damage is noticeable. Bad boots. Good shoulders, but I lose. I have to, don't I? Yeah, I have to. Good for you.
This will aid me.
I'll keep an eye on that sword. These are better boots that do not increase my bone spear damage, but they do increase movement speed and damage as a whole, so I will take it, because it said it was like an 18%. Actually, what was the damage increase? It was an 8% damage increase, so I actually do lose a tiny bit of damage on bone spear specifically, but... Oh, wait a minute. That's actually a good point. Because it's less... The damage increase is less than the bone spear damage increase, and that's the most important bit of damage. Although I do have the Garys. No, in that case, this goes to you, and I need to find a damage increase that's 11% or higher for that to be worth it. This is an amulet that does not give me shadow clones, but it increases my tank stats a lot. How important are my shadow clones, guys? I don't think they're that important. Not... Okay, I'm taking better tankiness then. I'm keeping Vexos. Just because Vexos is funny. Now I decide if I can afford to lose the toughness. And I believe that I actually can. So I'll just stick my Imperial Ruby there. It's not sorted, and it's going to drive me crazy a little bit, but whatever. Ton of reusable parts. Beautiful. Okay. Let's figure out how I can open this up to multiplayer, because we're going to do that. No, I'm just going to solo the thing. Or you can obviously come with me, but I'm not going to do voice call today. So I'm going to... Oh, open game to... Is it... I don't want public. Hold on, I have to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, I don't want, like, public game. Oh, I just clicked start game. No. Fuck. Maybe I actually just press O, open my friends list. I'm gonna get some water. We're gonna figure this out. My eyes are getting a little strained in the darkness here, too. It's not dark. I have my light, but I'm just gonna hit this. Look at that. Nice graphics. Wow. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just sat down and Maya immediately broke into my room again. So, hi Maya.
Press onward.
You meant for the int classes? I mean, I believe you. I'm just going with the gear I have right now. I don't really have any intention of, like, optimizing at the moment. As you can tell from how I'm putting my Paragon points in, just at things I think would be fun in the moment instead of actually putting a goal in. Okay, let's figure out how the hell this works. I think that's straightforward enough. Yeah. So just, I'm not going to be in VC, but I just want to see a... I want to see a different class on my team. I think that'll be fun. So that was easy. You can play with up to 3... 3?! Really? What class are you? You're a wizard. Ooh, that looks sick. Paragon level 1085. Okay. Okay. That's kind of funny.
Stay in the light.
If you join a party, the Templar will remain in town. Sure. I mean, I have joined a party. So I get to see how wizard works.
That is not possible.
Unable to teleport because target players too. Wait, you can teleport to each other? What is this? Invite to converse. Jeez. Reports? Okay, you went to the old ruins. Where are those? Here. I'm just following right now. I can see a lot of... What the hell is this?
We see you have brought the item. That is good. We are utterly pleased.
You're a cow. Cows don't talk. Unless... Has my disintegrate spell been working on my wits instead of my enemies?
And you are a stinking bag of flesh with no fur. Touche. This is no time to be silly. The level of...
What the fuck is happening?
You mean the cow level?
No! There is no cow level. No.
That was me. Oh, look at fucking Meteor. That spell looks insane in this game. We... Alright, let's go to Winds of Shot. Holy fuck, this is the best thing ever. Yeah! Okay, let's just... This makes me so happy.
My essence is too low.
Yeah, that's absolutely a fire-based wizard. Look at the fucking bears! This is awesome. The happy. This is fucking perfect. Oh, that was disintegrate for sure. I'm gonna click this happy cloud. Look at him go! That's my mountain hots. I didn't know it was from Diablo until very recently, and now I use it even more. Disintegrate is funny as shit, actually. Look at the mini-map! Twinkle roots. What do these do to me? Someone had a ton of fun making this. Look at the ragdolling unicorns! Each player is rewarded with individual loot. Oh! Okay, so there's no actually, like... There's no fighting over and dividing loot. So I can just pick all this up. Because it belongs to me. Look at it try to trot. This is so oh my god. You really notice how like grisly the game can be when everything stands out so much.
That is not possible.
Oh. We have a mortar fast frozen unicorn. Oh, is it? Alright, I see.
Not enough essence.
I should be able to stand. Oh, I can't stand right here, actually.
I need essence.
We'll move around. Oh my god, the frozen part is so fucking annoying. There we go. This is so funny. So you have your hardcore stash, your seasonal stash, your normal stash. Cool, cool. Kablam! I wonder what the zone is, because like, I feel like this is a wizard spell, but I don't know what it does. Time bubble. Does it speed up your cooldowns? Look at the presents. It looks like it's slowing them down, actually. Yeah. Okay, now I see it. That looks useful. It stuns anyone who enters or leaves it. Ooh. I'm gonna watch for that stun now that I actually know what it does. Let's watch the flowers. There it is. Okay, I see it. I imagine Wizard is probably really good at spamming.
My power has
if
grown.
like given their resource. Because like why would they have long cooldowns if their resource is just like if they're more limited in terms of like look at the fucking corpse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do I feel like Whimsydale is the best content in Diablo 3?
I'm afraid not.
There's a boss over here I want to join in with. Oh, it's fucking orbiters. Jailer fast orbiters? That's actually not that bad. That is a lot of twinkle roots. Okay, this is actually such a good combo here. Because whatever we did to just blow that many people up, it made a lot of corpses. Yeah, you know what? As predicted, game is fun in multiplayer. Game is fun when you have two people working together. The natural portal makes you back 5 separate. That's crazy. I mean, I still don't care. Like, I actually feel like Whimsydale is the best content so far because, first of all, not only is this the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen, but it's the first time, like, I've actually noticed the game being gruesome, which is pretty important for a Diablo game. Like, you know, it's supposed to have horror elements. And, like, the level of violence helps to sell horror. And also the visual clarity is just so much higher. I can see all my enemies super, super easily. Because they're fucking pink. Okay, that's gotta be Meteor. Diablo 1 and 2 are absolutely horror games. Like, not horror games in terms of, like, they are scary to play, but horror in terms of thematics. Like, you don't expect to get jump scared playing, like, Diablo, but you do expect, like, horror, like, dark themes. As far as, and, like, that was not nearly as prevalent in this game, to be clear, but, like, D1 especially is, I've heard, actually fucking scary to play. D2 is, like, very dark, very brooding. Like, you're never, like, scared to move to the next area in D2, but you do, like, look around at the stuff happening around you and think, wow, this is thematically, like, very, very depressing.
I can bring that down.
Gilgamesh the Murderer! What do you mean? Is one of these fucking bears called Gilgamesh the Murderer? Flower! It's the fucking flower! Get me in here, please. There's like a few series that I really want to play on stream eventually. I'm gonna get to Thief 3 and Diablo 1 someday, for sure. I really thought I owned a copy of Diablo 1 though, like maybe from the battle chest. I can't seem to find it. Oh wait, that was... I got really scared because I'm like, oh shit, it's that's a frozen zone, and then I realized it was actually just the time bubble, and then I realized no, there was actually a frozen zone in the time bubble. Fuck you, Gilgamesh the Murderer. Stop pulling me around.
That is not possible.
I need to suck a little bit. And then I need to get far away so my passive actually allows me to do more damage.
to know.
I'm frozen. Look at the kitty in the minimap. Oh my god, just imagine the primevals being forced to go here. Yeah, I think there is like an obvious difference between like horror themes and horror gameplay. That is so fucking satisfying. The meteor and the corpse explosion, that is so satisfying. Yeah, I see we found the end of it, so I just want to go explore this spot too. Cuz there's like 2 areas we haven't been to yet. Fuck you, Cuddle Bear. Perish. I have found a unicorn. Icar the Shamed. Okay, and now that I have max essence in all my stacks, let's go. Triple bone spear, bitches! Oh my god, we just annihilated that guy. Psychological horror is so much better than horror that is entirely jump scares. Horror is best with the anticipation. If there's no anticipation and it's just a scare, it is less fun. Let's check things out over here. I've never played that one. I love the Thief series, and one of the things I'm really not looking forward to is apparently Thief 3 has something that is like generally considered to be one of the scariest levels ever made. The designer said, quote, "I want my level to leave scars." We talked about that quote in my game design class. Life is the horror game. We call that aspiring for greatness. Alright, I think we've been through like all of Whimsydale that matters here. Oh, there is like a spot. Yeah, I'll follow. I'm not even gonna bother spending those right now. This is so funny. My character is 10 yards tall. Yeah. Are you kidding? Do you realize how much my head has been fucked with from life? Life is psychological horror. Blammo! Blammo! Perish! Bye-bye. And then there's like one more spot over here. I love the Happy Clowns so much. Evil Oliver of subsidiary of Happy Company! What is this? What is Evil Oliver?
My essence is too low.
Oh. Fantastic. Alright, we've got to kill the evil Oliver clone. Wait, do illusions drop corpses? No, they don't! I need to get to my kill zone. That one. That one's real. There we go. Oh, he's mortared! That one time I died from a mortar explosion, like, after they were dead, that was so embarrassing. Alright, there's Whimsydale. Yeah, thanks for showing me that. That was awesome. Thank you for using your staff, Colton. I really appreciate it. Let's get these guys. At least I wasn't on hardcore. Yeah, I know. This is like my first character. I'm not doing my first character on hardcore. I find it more fun when things are like really, really fucking hard, but without like gigantic consequences for dying. We can do Ubers if I let. Oh shit. Should I try Ubers? I'm getting boosted to end game content. Do we take advantage of it to see what this game has to offer? Let's do it. Yep.
I need to go back.
I just need to like deal with my inventory for now. Leveling is the worst. Game really begins when you hit 70. That's just... Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I was just playing the story for the first time. Ooh, each stunned enemy... Oh, I have Bone Prison! This is awesome for me. Poison skills deal more. That's my corpse explosion. Sweet! I'll take it. This is a phylactery. Once I get better, like, one-handed weapons, I should really swap into those. For now, it's not, like, the best thing for me. Yeah, I can dump everything. So I just have to find my way around New Tristram again, because it's been so long since I was in Act 1. Equipped, salvage this.
Tyrael, it's been interesting for me to see all of these places where you and
we have more.
Journey. I've heard so much about your adventures.
When did May get online?
I almost feel like I was there.
They were.
I guess just now. Oh, wait, am I sorry, was that intentional? I'm just so used to accidentally clicking on people in D2. And accidentally... needing to close that. You've done the story like 1 billion times, you're over it. Yeah, when you do it 1 billion times, it's like, it loses its charm, too. That's for sure. What the fuck is this thing? Well, he's just showing off. He's flexing on me. He's flexing his critical hits grant 4 arcane power, increase energy twister. He's actually flexing his gear at me. That's funny. You guys are fucked when I learned with my character. Is that a witch doctor? That's absolutely a witch doctor. I can't have Templar with me. There we go. It's been a very, very long time. She probably hasn't played in like eons. There it is. Is Witch Doctor also... Oh, Witch Doctor's absolutely also a summoner class, given... Yeah, look at all the fucking goons! It's the Gargantuan. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, we have, like, the goon squad times 2. I actually like how allied hirelings are, like, a little grayed out. So we're supposed to go in here, I imagine. Realm of Regret. Okay. Let's just jump in here for funsies. Boss, defeat the King of the Dead and the Merciless Witch. Yeah, let's do it. Since Rebirth Souls came out, you've only done story once. Yeah, I mean, I guess the endgame content is, like, really, really appealing for some people here. Oh, it's Leoric. Uber Leoric and Magda. Okay, interesting. I'm being focused. Wait, we have 3 fucking casters and no tank! Shit! I have to fucking figure out what May's abilities are in real time because I've never seen the Witch Doctor be played. We are just destroying this guy altogether. Did Magda already die? Okay, so somebody explain to me, like, what the conditions for summoning these guys actually are. Like, how would I have if I was not playing multiplayer and having, like, my friends and community, like, get me to this point quickly, how would I have done this myself? Get the machines. So is that, like, a drop from a boss? You just, like, farm until you get the drop and then you can get the Ubers? I want to see what this is. You get infernal machines from the key wardens. Kill key wardens on specific maps, get keys. Oh, yeah. It's the same sort of thing. You farm keys. Those get you the machines. Is that like a cube thing? You put the keys in the cube? Or... I don't really need to know the specifics, I guess, but... Neat.
I'm returning to town.
I like how you can see all the banners. Like, oh, you can use the banners to figure out where your teammates are. That's cool. You go in the room, click a machine, it opens a portal. So you have to go specifically here. Okay, so does anybody tell me about it?
Be upon us all.
I assume some NPC somewhere, like, would tell me about something like this. And I guess he has more machines. Yeah, he does. Realm of Putridness. All 4 machines, so we get to see all of them. Oh, this is absolutely like a... What's this guy called? Yeah, there's the fat guy. And apparently Pyramid Head is here too. Just get my essence, keep my stacks up. And now is the time. For just disgusting damage. They're definitely not hard on Torment 1 with 3 players. And I imagine those legendaries I'm picking up are actually crafting materials. Yeah. Can be combined with other body parts to create jewel of incredible power created by the Infernal Machine of Regret. So there actually is a lot of stuff to explore post-game. Gray can one-shot these guys? I'm sure he can. He's like fucking prestige. Or like, what is it? Paragon? Like 1100 almost. Wizard's also overpowered? Probably. Probably. I saw him online doing Torment 14 the other day, so I'm sure this is like... Not even remotely a challenge. So you can find them in loading screen, but you're not. Yeah. Realm of Terror. This is absolutely Diablo. Probably. Yeah, I was asking him. It's like, oh, I want to see your abilities. He's just throwing utility stuff. So this is this guy. Oh, that's absolutely like that. That's cool. And then I forgot what boss this is. Oh yeah, I'm seeing those gigantic chunks of damage whenever a fire spell hits. Yeah, see what you guys need. That's funny. Snare, please. Bye-bye, cool. Fuck you and your stupid bald head. Get out of here, idiot.
I need to go back.
What Rift is great? I have no idea. I just remembered reading Torment 14. Or maybe it was 16. I don't actually know. So now I've got all of those. Usually go 16. Yeah, okay. That's why I get it. I know why the post game did not feel engaging to me right away. It's because I didn't have a goal right away. I was just doing these random challenges. I'm like, well, what's the point of this? Like, what am I building up to? What am I building up to? I have no idea. I'm gonna go into Fright. That looks like Diablo. Greater Rift 80? Probably. I'm just gonna assume yes, because I have no idea.
Give it more time.
So it's actually interesting, because like Torment 4 Malthael would probably be harder than like Torment 1 Ubers. But then like, I imagine you kind of want to try to do Torment 16 Ubers? Oh, and he summons other bosses. Oh, I'm liking it really hard. Uber Diablo has random bosses. That's a cool fight. Randomly spawning other bosses. I like that. I actually really like that. Send Gary, and Gary after them. You gotta say all of their names individually, or they'll get jealous of each other. There is no escaping this hell. Did I try to escape? What did I press that like gave me that ominous warning? Is he casting while frozen? What the fuck is going on with this model? Wait, is that an illusionist Diablo? Hold on. Oh fuck. Oh god, oh fuck. He has lightning breath. Oh, he summoned Cool! Oh no! Oh my god. Oh.
I am returning to
That was really fun. That was a fun fight. I like that a lot. How did I find so many dudes named Gary? Well, once they die, I just get to rename them because I adopted them. They're my children. I'm just legally allowed to. I really like that Uber Diablo fight, and to get to do it without farming, it's for the sake of streaming and trying to like experience parts of the game. I really appreciate that. I feel like if I understood more about the drop rates, this feels like the kind of game where once you get to the post game, you should look some things up to guide what you're doing. Like, just so you know what content is there and what you should be farming for. That's what I think that sounds accurate. What the hell is going on? He's just dropping everything he picked up. Your children? Yes. Yes. I am Karen. These are my children. We are speaking to the manager of... Wait, Karen looks less cool now. Fuck. Actually, she does look pretty cool. Some of that might be better. We'll pick some stuff up. May gets the short end of the stick. Thank you. Meteor. Wow, so... Oh, okay, so that's how the gear is literally designed to work for your character. Interesting. This is fire res. I don't care about losing the recovery if it gives me toughness and damage. Oh, shit. This is actually comparable damage. Like, movement speed. I do like movement speed. It doesn't give me the damage bonus I need, though, to offset the bone spear thing, though. So, no thank you. This scythe. Okay, do I have... Hold on. I need to go to my stash. Alright, New Tristram's burning. We're just gonna ignore that for now and just pretend everything's okay. Bone spikes damage. Do I have a better phylactery? This is Skeletal Mage. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna move both of these for right now. I'm going to like make some space so I can sort things. Which scythe was I looking for? There's a this one-handed scythe, and I'm going to attach a phylactery to it. Compare you. I'll say you're better for now. And then this is still more damage. I think in the long run, like, it's probably better for me to just deal with that. The ultimate carrot. You lose a badge every time you send a message. Twitch is offended by your messages. They're just so awful that you have to be punished for them. You can still get things for other characters. Yeah, I've gotten like a barbarian drop. I actually don't mind that. I'm thinking of... No, let's wait. I'm thinking. Cause I'm just like... The idea of like a hodgepodge multiplayer stream is giving me anxiety because like we're never gonna get to schedule that. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do. So, I think what I want to do is I want to run single player on a different character and just see what it's like to run through that game again. I think I want to do a monk run. Like, what is it like to play melee in this game? How does it feel to go through the game again? Like, is it... But, like, I don't get stuck on... Let me think. I do want to do a multiplayer playthrough, but I feel like it would be better if I got, like, a party of 4? And I don't want to schedule that for a stream, so I would rather do that whole thing off stream. And just, like, enjoy it with my friends instead of broadcasting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave this game. I see schedule is pretty open. We'll think about that. I guess you can make a party just here. Look at that tiny cow. As long as I'm one of those friends. Well, the issue is, like, I thought this would be like D2, where you could play with fucking 8 people, but it seems that's not the case. I would have loved that. That would have been really fun. That's tragic. 4 max blows. Okay, let me think. What time is it? It is 11 almost. The lag that would occur. I mean, is it really that bad? Is it bad? Is it noticeable on just 4 players? I mean, the game lagged in single player, so maybe. Okay, guys, I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to collect my thoughts. I think I already know what I'm going to do. Oh, I've got it. If there's anything that you guys think I really need to see in the post-game, put it in chat while I'm gone. I'm going to use the washroom. And I'll come back to it and I'll make my decision of how to spend the last hour of the stream. That's what we'll do. Perfect. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Do I have the cube? Yes, I have the cube. I did do that side quest. Is there anything, like, absolutely critical for me to see in the post-game that I probably won't get to in my own time? So any way to, like... I can't appear offline. Greed Realm is hard to get to. Yeah, I heard about the Greed Realm for earning money. But that just seems like another one of those, like, fun places where... I think I kind of know what to expect. Well, okay, let's go game settings. There's challenge rifts. Those are still greater rifts. Do I need to see a challenge rift? Does this actually, like, matter to experience? I wish I could turn off, like, real IDs. I feel like I should be able to, so I don't, like... leak that. Don't care. Challenge just gives you a set character to... Okay, that I don't really care about that. Story covers everything except for graders. Grader rifts are probably just what I experienced, but harder, more challenge. Like, and harder is fun. Okay, we're probably fine then. So in that case, let's make a new hero. And I'm not going to do either hardcore or seasonal again. I do not want an int character. I do not want a caster. Well, I mean, Witch Doctor does look fun. Demon Hunter does look cool. Are you the only... No, Monk's also dexterity. Wait, the female Crusader is so much smaller. What the fuck? Let's play Monk. Great Earth's gonna give you legendary gems. That does sound nice. That does sound nice. Witch Doctor's more of a Necro than the Necro. I mean, I just want to throw Bone Spears. That's all I wanted. I got that. What are we going to name our character? Spirit is gained through primary attacks. So I have to actually, like, basic attack to get Spirit by the sounds of it. Unless I have, like, you know, primary skills that are melee attacks, most likely. The hell is that skill? What are we naming our character? This is the hardest part of any game. We need... I have no ideas. I wasn't planning on starting a new playthrough today. I was planning on doing that tomorrow. But... what do I name my character? If I name them a bad name, guys, that ruins my whole experience. Then I don't have a character. Like, playing with a backline character is super fun. Having a wizard or necro at your back, that does sound fun. Like, I think it would be really fun to be a crusader and have, like, a multiplayer team. I think that sounds awesome. Because, like, I am a support main in multiplayer games. I do like... I'd be totally fine to play, like... Yeah, I mean, I don't get the chance to play multiplayer D2 very often, but I would love to play, like, a Curse Necro in that game. My brain, like, I just see this character and I'm like, oh, that's Karazim. Perfect. Like, I literally cannot come up with a different name. But I don't want to use that, because that's just... I mean, that's a different character, but I just played a female character. I want to play a male character this time. Crusader synergizes with a lot of characters. Well, they were, like, designed as tanks, right? Each attack generates more. It's one of those. I mean, a lot of the... Okay, Essence and Wrath and Spirit, they all sound very similar. What's the... Hatred is regenning mana. Discipline, I assume, is closer to what Essence is. Demon Hunter looks cool. Okay, I'm getting off. I'm getting, like, just really, really distracted. We need some, like, garbage meme name so I can move on. Like, making fun of somebody in our community. That's, like, the best thing I can come up with. In good faith. I obviously can't do that for... for someone who wouldn't enjoy the joke. I don't have any good meme names, and I don't have any good serious names. It's such a nightmare. Let's start a brainstorm session, okay, guys? We are going to brainstorm things. There are no wrong answers except for the wrong ones, like what was just posted. Fist slapper. Do we just, like, name him after a hand? Maya, stop! You shouldn't know how to open doors, you're a cat! Come here. I need to start rewarding you for your behavior. Come here. Goblin. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Maya, help me name my character. Look, he's a monk. He's gonna punch things. He's gonna move really fast. He probably has a heal skill. It could be something stupid like El Fisto. But I feel like that's, like, close to something I've heard before, so I don't really want to use that. What should he be named, Maya? I'm naming him Angus. You know why? So we can make some like flimsy joke. There goes, like, Angry Angus. There he goes. He's punching things again. Gosh darn it, Angus. There we go. That's all the, like, shitty justification I need to come up with this name. Beautiful. There, it is Angus. He's naked! Why is he naked? Maya, avert your eyes. Okay, Act 1, normal. Fuck that. We're going... Okay, is it int to start a new character on Master? Because I just do not want the same experience where I can literally stand there and still win. Is this a mistake? Should I do Expert instead? Try Expert, maybe? Because I don't fucking want normal. Master is doable. I can always lower it if I start on Master. I can't raise it if I start on Expert. We're not starting on Torment. We are not starting on Torment. Master's going to get hard fast from level 1. Master's... Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people, like, trying to dissuade me from Master now. I just don't want to be on normal, guys. Normal was so piss easy. It was so boring. Let's try Expert, actually. We will do Act 1, Expert. I am... Oh, okay. No, start on Master? Oh, now the people who were doubting Master are now saying Master. Yeah, fuck it. Act 1, master, level 1, start game. Let's do it. Angus is nude. He's gonna punch some things. I want to see the new cutscenes, like the different characters. It'll get... Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, okay, okay. I'm down then. I'm down.
The gods are in all things. And everywhere I see signs of change. The wind bears an unnatural chill. And my people grow uneasy. Now, fire burns the sky and scorches.
So he's seen the meteor. Interesting.
I must carry out the will of the patriarchs. When they need to see, I am their eyes. Where they wish to strike, I am their fist.
And now we're gonna go be level 1 and just...
Light of truth. I am their torch. They have sent me to where the heavenly fire has fallen.
He's pretty far from Tristram.
My mind is clear.
Okay.
I will rid Tristram of the shambling corpses that have risen.
Yeah, she's... I mean, she might have left, but she's... I don't know. Why does he have no clothes?
Smell fear and death.
Okay, what have I got?
Star is near.
Fists of Thunder baseline. Let's just take a look at my abilities. I can't actually click on them. Defensive, techniques, focus, mantras. Those are the 4 trees I have. I have Fists of Thunder, Deadly Reach, Crippling Wave, and Way of the 100 Fists. Teleport to your target, unleash extremely fast punches. It's already lightning. And chance to knock up with Deadly Reach. Okay, okay. So there still is a lot of punching, which is good. Satisfying so far. Primary ability being a dash is kind of cool. It's not super long range, but it's still okay. I like the 6 and 12 damage that I'm doing. Hello, I am a half-naked man from the woods punching zombies. Trust me with your life.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this.
I'm probably not going to be like
I seek it.
listening to all of these.
Leah, you should speak with her. Captain Rumford, more dead.
What is this? I have unspent Paragon points? Why do I have Paragon points? What the hell? Oh, Paragon levels between characters. Oh. Okay, what's this skill? It seems to be a kick. So I'm seeing some, like, assassin elements in this character, but it's actually functional because I'm landing my hits. And this is AoE.
I've never seen anyone
Lashing tail kick.
Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Okay, let's spend my Paragon points, I guess. Oh, wait, I also have skills. Lightning Tail. I don't have runes yet. Wave of Light. Okay, these are actually expensive, but... Well, Tempest Rush really isn't. That's just, I want to be super mobile. This is, I want more AoE. It's more expensive. Okay, I'll just see. I'll have to, like... I don't really care about my abilities yet. Hey, Leah, what's up? I'm here to punch some guys.
Are you Leah? Rumford?
I did, but it blasted my... Came back here to...
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Stop being zombies. Well, that works.
Killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all.
I will send them back to their graves. I will...
Thank you.
There you go. We're gonna do our thing. The second playthrough of like games like this, it's always less story focused. Always. What's up, Captain Rumford?
I will help you fight the risen dead.
Yep, that's my job.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those.
Is there any like...
Only I survived.
That will not be my fate.
Well, I have seen you fight. They're attacking the barricades.
All right, can we get through the barricades? Get me through here. I want to go into the middle of this guy. No, the mother. Okay, I really shouldn't just int like I did last time. I actually need to use my health potion. Not jump into the middle of a whole bunch of people.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins.
Yeah, let's not do the same thing. So, this map clearly is not procedurally generated. This is the same map. Even here, this seems to be the same map. I definitely am going to need attack speed on this character.
My understanding grows.
Just so I can generate more spirit. I definitely want to try using Deadly Reach because I'm already like a little bit used to that ability. Like, Heroes of the Storm is actually the only reason I chose Monk as my melee character. Okay, that's pretty good for dealing with enemies. And it's like progressive, every third hit is longer than the last. I like that. I like Deadly Reach. I lose some mobility for it, so I'd need to make up for it elsewhere in my kit if I wanted to use this as my primary. But I kind of like that. Dungeons are, main story areas are not. We'll live with it. We will live with it. Give me clothes. Okay, what do I have already? I have knuckles. So, yeah, probably the... We already have knockback here. Be careful. I'm surrounded now. Ooh, I'm actually in such a bad spot already. I'm not used to this. I'm used to having a teleport. Let's just spam my roundhouse so I can maybe... Yes! Perfect. This isn't any better. I don't really have a lot I can do. My potion's still on cooldown.
I need healing.
Okay, if I sneak out of here, yeah, I can sneak past them. Whoo! And I don't have any regen left, but I do have the health potion. Okay, we'll work through the groups like one at a time. There's a globe on the ground.
Are closing.
Yeah, keep exploiting the drops here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm actually glad they knocked me back. Just keep getting kills so I can heal. There we go. Deadly Reach isn't very great. I mean, no, it's better for the groups than the... I'm still slowly deciding how I want to play. Told you Master was gonna get hard fast. It's definitely better. It's definitely harder than what I had before. And my potion's up too.
My strides grow.
There we go. Okay, I have some regen now, and I also get a defensive ability, Blind. So I have a Blind now. A 15-second cooldown Blind, so they can't hit me. That's actually going to be super useful. Perfect. And what's the area? Oh, I can't mouse over it to see the area yet. Let's spend my Paragon points. That might help me. That might help me a little bit. Do I need CDR yet? Just fucking crank it into attack speed for now. Regen would be nice this early. I can always reset it, don't forget. Regen would be nice, and we'll put some into the armor. Life per hit, kind of nice, kind of nice. We'll just dump it into there for now, for early game. This is gonna increase my damage because dexterity is my main stat. I'll put like a little bit here. Yeah, fuck it. I'll put my points in like that. There's also no consequence for swapping them later. Blam. And now I can also get back in the cellar and I'll be fine. That's a lot of guys. I am getting the knockups though. If I can at least kill one of them. Yeah, just get past them. Beautiful. Now they're in a choke. And now they can't all hit me at once. This is exactly what I need.
My strength returns.
If I can just get past them now, I can get another heal. I'm not going to need it right away, though. Oh, right, I also don't have to be point blank, because Deadly Reach is, like, exactly what it sounds like. Of course. I forgot about that. I'm not technically, like, 100% melee. And I can kite a bit like this. I wonder if I can actually... Oh, I can! Okay. I see how this ability works now. I've got a lot more regen. Perfect. I definitely want to get experience faster because I need to unlock my skills to stand a chance here. You're just ramming your face into enemies and watching them explode. That does sound like fun. Oh my god, I didn't even use my blind. Am I stupid? I forgot I had the skill. Oops.
I will bring that down.
Well, I do... Stay a bit away from them at least. I need so much more attack speed. It's not even got a... My blind doesn't even have a spirit cost. Hit multiple people. Oh my god. So much more left clicking than on my Necro. My index finger is cracking. Yeah, I literally just can't kill things right now. We are gonna go to expert, but I am satisfied that, like, I actually have to try. Oh, hold it. God fucking damn it. I could have done that the whole time. I didn't have to click. It's another Siphon Blood situation where I thought I had to rapidly click.
Those wretched creatures.
That's funny.
No more. The town should be safe for now.
But still, like, I reduced the difficulty because it was like another situation where I ended up like on Malthael in Torment 1 without being level 70. I'm like, oh, these guys just literally have too much health. Like, that's what it is. Wait, do I now... How fucking sensitive is this game? I'm not dying anymore again. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, well... Welp, we're going back to Master. Woo! I'd rather be able to die and have it take longer. I made a mistake and we lost some time for it, but it's okay.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
I had to restart the whole thing for the bonus. That's so sad. I didn't even notice they used the old... I didn't even notice they used the old fire arrow sound effect. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I think it just sounds appealing to have two resources. I think that sounds awesome. I can see why you'd like Demon Hunter. Yeah, I don't need to click that much.
My strides grow longer.
There we go. I now have access to Tempest Rush. Let's see if this is more appealing than... Oh, it said active, so it'd be like... It's a charge... Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try Tempest Rush. There's Breath of Heaven. Inner Sanctuary. Reduces damage taken. Ooh. Serenity is... Absorbs damage. Oh, wait a minute. That's funny. That's how that ability works. So it's a channel.
Not enough
And I can keep doing that continuously. It's kind of funny. And how much more damage does it do? It does a decent amount of damage, that's for sure. As long as I can stay on them. Bop, 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 bop. What just happened to my attack speed? Oh, I have a dagger equipped now. In my offhand. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a dual wield character. I'm a dual wielding character. Which increases my attack speed.
I crave a good fight.
Ooh. And now Deadly Reach is feeling more like what I'm used to. Demon Hunter's mobile, and they have a spammable screen-wide wipe. That is unreal. And then I have to just line them up. Come on, guys. So am I alternating between my two weapons here? Because that's how I imagine it would work. Change pants? Do I have pants? Oh, I do have pants. Yeah, I'll check them out as soon as I'm done combat. Or I could do it in combat because they're going to be better because they're magic. I don't even know what they did. Yeah, but I usually like never manage my inventory in the middle of combat. Kablamo. I just want XP. We're not going in there again. We're looking at, we've already gotten all the Wretched Mothers. Okay, let's move on. I could fight that, but why bother? I mean, that would be XP. If I'm doing an elite group, yeah, if I'm skipping enemies, I may as well kill the elites and skip the basics. Oh, Plague. Yeah, watch out for that. Try to line them up. Get out of there with my secondary. That is a lot of guys, though, so I'm just going to need to pull back and knock them all up. Get out of the AoE. There we go. This is better, though. Look at my health. Get out of that. If I keep kiting properly, I shouldn't need to use my potion right away. Like, I want to save it as long as possible. And I'm gonna have to use it soon. You have projectiles. I dislike that. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, there's just a lot of guys with... I should be fine here. There we go, and I even leveled up, so now I don't have to worry about my health potion. I now have access to thunder. Oh, why am I not? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not using my Q. So that's why I need similar damage in both my weapons, because it's going to be alternating, which is just like D2, so I'm already used to that. That should be fine. I definitely like feeling reliable as a melee character. I wonder how close I get to 7 off just one elite at level 6. You know what, I'm just gonna run over here and pop! You're all blinded. Now I can focus the boss. And I probably only really want to kill 2 more of these guys, like... I can't use my secondary because it'll take me directly into the AoE. Okay, well now I'm standing in them no matter what, so I'm just gonna... May as well just run through them anyway. They run away! Like, hell no, I'm not dealing with that guy. Stop kiting, you're getting knocked up. Did you drop anything good? It's just gold. Unbelievable. Well, okay, I guess, like, the first will immediately do more damage, but, like... So it should be, like... It should be fist, knife, knife, right? Like... That's what I imagine. So I only need to rapidly click if I need to move and kite. Otherwise, I can just stand my ground. Please just lose HP. I'm begging you. You're so strong. Yeah. You're so tanky. There's not a pleasant middle ground. I don't care. The AoE's not even that big. Come here. I need gear fast. I need gear fast. I need to read this ability. It just does a boatload of weapon damage. And how much does this do in comparison? That does more. Okay, I'm taking Lightning Tail Kick. I now have a Fist of Thunder with Thunderclap. That is now AoE. Okay, this actually sounds really fun. I was right. It's very fun.
The ruins of old crystal. The shadow of Diablo still hangs over this place.
And then that hits everyone. Bop, and I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, so my kick only goes in one... It's not like a full AoE. It's just... You can see that, like, cone in front of me. So, yeah, I see how that works. Okay, who mentioned Thunderclap? That's actually pretty good. I'm liking that. I can kick a whole bunch and shred that. Yeah, this setup is so much better for the early game, at least. I'm gonna be using this for now. Because I just need burst damage, really. Use the waypoint as a quest objective. Sure, why not?
thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into...
Nor should she. I will help her find him. My path becomes
We got more
clearer.
pants. Are these better pants? These are better pants. Less regen, but I don't care because it also boosts toughness, and I have some regen already. Look at the numbers. The percentages are so gigantic on just 3 life per second. Hey, Leah. She's not here. Oh, yeah, she's here. She's here. Leah's room. I forgot. Clapping. Jesus. It's fun as hell, though. Where am I supposed to be? I'm not supposed to be here. Am I stupid? Leah's right here. She's standing next to him.
Let us search for
I'm
your
so
uncle.
dumb. I'm so
We'll
dumb.
need to open the cathedral first.
Killed Adria with
The guards
3
locked it up
headbutts.
before we finished. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria.
That's really funny. Alright, we've got Leah now. We're going back to... That's not right. We're going back to the old ruins.
Here, let me
Open sesame.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What happened to your father?
I'm told
Kick.
he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
That's true. Oh my god. Wait, that's true. Oh. That's such a fun line. Like, you literally could not possibly catch on to that on your first playthrough, but that's such good foreshadowing. Is this Leoric's crown again? Yeah, nice. All she said, who is your father? Oh, some great warrior who fell when Tristram was corrupted or something. But if it was the Dark Wanderer, that's technically true.
Your mother's secrets are here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
I
That's
need
oh,
spirit.
no, don't freeze me, don't freeze me. It's just such a throwaway line, but like... It's so good. Actually, I want you blinded. I don't really find the blind, like, super satisfying to use, because, like, yeah, well, it's obviously useful, and you can tell that it's helping you. I think I'd rather have Breath of Heaven. And if Breath of Heaven isn't on my W key, I'm going to get confused, so... Oh, I just did that too early. Fuck. Now we escape this. We have a saber. And I'm looking for... Okay, it's more damage. Higher attack speed. Beautiful. Putting it on this.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait.
I will find your uncle.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we
Aiden came to me
leave.
last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again.
How
but
did
like
I
Aiden,
not get
I'll be gone before they fall.
How did I not realize? It's so foreshadowed. Wait, I just failed to blink to him. That's funny. Oh, I'm supposed to go through the hut. Duh. Yeah, I've done that already. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to have, like, a reasonable Necromancer build, and I would have been pissed. I don't know why that's an option. Like you should just... That should be default. Because it just gives you more freedom to, like, play with your skills. I can have 2 defensive skills, 2 technique, like... It's just, like, a weird way they have it set up by default. Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad I'm playing this a second time. I almost didn't. That would have been a mistake. Kick. This is a fun combat pattern, and I don't even have that many abilities yet.
Grow longer. Tristram Cathedral. The star fell here.
Oh, and now I have Breath of Heaven. Beautiful. But I don't have W unlocked yet, so I'm just... When do I get that? 9. Perfect. One more level. Deckard Cain, where are you? I want to save you.
The star fell here.
So, I imagine this part's at least, like, partially procedurally generated, right? Like, it just uses that star tile that must be there, and then it opens up for me. I hope so, at least. A lot of things are not found out unless you get told or you see it on a loading screen. Yeah, that's probably, like, a bit of a weakness of the game. I mean, I'm glad they do have some way to tell you what's going on, at least. Yeah, holy fuck, melee combat feels good in this game. And this is coming from somebody who, like, likes to play ranged and everything. Wait, is this screen wide? Hold on. Yeah, I got that one earlier. Oh, I did not mean to teleport this deep. Uh-oh. I can probably fight my way out of this. Yeah, I'm good. So my first is the blink and my third is the AoE. I feel like they executed on the martial arts on this class so much better than they did on D2 Assassin. Might drop gear and money. I should be clicking those, yeah. I'm not going to go back to get anything, but... now that I actually know what crafting materials I need, should be good.
That will die.
Vortex. There's a lot of enemies, so I need to make sure I don't, like, okay, well, just as I was saying that, I ended up in the middle of them. This is such a satisfying ability. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, get away from that. I did not get away from that at all. I'm so mobile. I should use some of my spirit, though. Oh, this is the guy that blows up, right? Yep.
My understanding.
And he becomes a bunch of eels. It's really gross. Yeah, ick. Okay, perfect. Let's put Breath of Heaven on this. That's gonna heal me, which is awesome. And I can also, what ability do I get now? I get Dashing Strike. I get 2 charges of it. Every 8 seconds, dash striking enemies along the way. Sure, let's try this. Oh, it's that ability. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this. Yeah. I literally have the exact... Barb and Demon Hunter if I'm a spin. Wait, there's 2 spin to win builds in this game? That's awesome. I can just do that. This is gonna be a fun class. This is absolutely gonna be a fun class.
Inside.
He immediately started trying to eat a corpse. Ick. I guess Act 1 did have some decent horror themes. It just is weird that it took a zombie apocalypse approach. Oh, over here. I'm gonna dash. Oof. Well, I can get a lot more aggressive now that I have like dashing strike here. Because it doesn't even cost spirit. I can just get back out there. The mobility is nuts. Yeah, playing with your skills for the first time, by far the most fun part of exploring this game. Demon Hunter probably spell. Oh, strafe. Yep. Okay. I know what you mean.
Foul minions, stay back.
Deckard.
May this ledge hold.
Don't worry, you're fine.
The skeleton king.
Oh, I should have. I didn't even see the pool.
Star awaken me.
Whoops.
And soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones.
No. Oh, right, they do grab him, don't they? Oh no, they just start hitting him. That's worse. What happens if I just stand there?
I will save you.
Imagine, could they actually kill him? That'd be very funny. How much damage does this do? 370 weapon damage. That is still more than my basic attack. But it's less than my secondary, so I really do just want to use that as a mobility spell. Yep. Full uptime, Berserker Rage, something about fire. Yeah, that does sound like a lot of... I do like the idea of that screen wipe. If this were Diablo 2, I would have been on that fight for another 6 minutes, because I would have missed.
Oh, thank you. It was not your time, old man. Come.
What I have
is waiting for you.
Perfect.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that.
So now we get this secret thing here.
I fear the worst. I learned
I wish I had
this
emotes.
secret passage through old. We must discuss the fallen.
Let's go. Wow, I'm going through this so much
have
faster.
kept my word and rescued Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain. I saved him from a creature called the Skeleton King, who now bars my way to the fallen star.
We saved Deckard. We did it.
Uncle, you're alive.
He's alive. He's
To
fine.
you and your friend here.
We did it.
Time runs short. Tell me what you know. Not much, I'm afraid.
Prophecy of the End Days.
Please, Uncle. Not more.
My strength has increased.
We have Flame Knuckles. What do these do? These are more damage. Offhand. Yeah, it's obvious which one I replace. Pants. Let's see. Better boots. Better gloves. More toughness on my pants with such a marginal damage change that I'm putting them on. Lose some regen. I have Breath of Heaven. I don't care. Okay, do I have access to Hadrig yet? Merchant. Miriam is here. Are you here to break continuity?
How sweet of you to ask.
What did I just... I guess I clicked this. Okay. I don't think I did, but... Here's Hadric. Oh, that's right. He's not...
What troubles you? I pray for her.
That's right. I'm actually supposed to help her, or help his wife. Yeah. Okay, so I have new stuff on my secondary. Tail kick now. Well, it's better than not using a rune for sure. Deadly Reach now has guaranteed knockups and wider area of effect. Okay, I'm going to continue Thunderclap for now. This is fire with a damage over time. Ooh, that sounds really, really satisfying. Tyrael learning to be... Oh, does he actually get more dialogue? I'll explore those off stream, I think. That does sound fun.
Leoric, he was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was
Poor Tyrael.
defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Nonetheless, the skeleton...
The key.
Yeah, he's a problem.
Him lies.
Okay, so now we talk about Hadrig. Hadrig just happens to know where it is, and Deckard knows that, but not where the crown is.
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. That's my
It is regrettable.
Thank you. Follow me.
The Cellar of the Damned. He can't kill his wife. Oh, wait, is it like a proper AoE now? I think it is. And you can see them burning too. Yeah, this is really satisfying. Bop. It's so weird to see like single digit numbers again after going through like actually 1,000,000 damage.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
That's awful. Ow! Well, she knocked me back. Now I don't care. I don't care how awful this is. Now she's getting punched. No. I'm not gonna torment Hadrig with like personal questions again. We've done all our talking to our NPCs on the first playthrough.
I couldn't have done this without you.
As it happens, I am looking for...
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my dear.
Oh, yeah, that's what's happening.
The Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
I can just... Okay, can I speak to you? Are you considered my guy yet? No, he's not. The Weeping Hollow. I do like talking to Deckard. Did my dash get interrupted? Yeah, it is a proper AoE now. It does hit all sides of me with this rune. Oh, look at the particles!
My strength has increased.
Look at the particle effects.
Grave has been disturbed.
We now have Northern Breeze of Tempest Rush. Sounds like a cold skill. Okay. Tempest Rush is... Okay, Crippling Wave is large sweeping attacks. Third hit also dazes. We're going to try that and see how it feels. Tempest Rush now has... It's actually holy now. Or it was holy... Yeah. That still doesn't sound appealing, so... Let's just try a new physical, or new primary. Okay. There must be a rune that makes this, like, really appealing to use. Or maybe its damage is just high. Let me see. It's 12 spirit per attack. This is actually more. This does... Oh, it slows movement and attack speed. But it is less damage. But it's CC on your spirit generator. That's why you would use it. Okay. I see. It's a utility primary.
I crave a good fight.
So I think nothing's gonna beat like the Thunderfist's damage for now. But if I want something that isn't just damage, I can choose to. I actually want to. Nice. Wait, does this get interrupted by? Must, yeah. Yeah, see, because I'm absolutely taking less damage than I ordinarily would because their attack speed is slower, and I should be kicking them like this.
What you ask is impossible.
And now I've got to deal with this shit. It's also generating less spirit, though. So I think for now, I'm just going to go back to Thunderclap. Oh, I get a passive. Fleet-footed, just movement speed or resolve. Damage you deal reduces. I kind of like that. I mean, I love movement speed, but just having like passive damage reduction, especially if I'm playing on Master with no gear, sounds pretty good. And I'm fine to dive aggressively because I have my Q up. I have like all my utility spells. Yeah, I'm totally fine. They gave me a lot of like good defenses on this character, so I'm not afraid of being in melee. I like that. Whereas if I was trying to do that on Necro, it would be harder in the early game, I imagine. Pick up the gold. You know, maybe it doesn't matter that these places aren't procedurally generated if I basically forgot them anyway.
My strength has increased.
I now have Wave of Lights. I've got so much to read on every level. You know what? Screw it. Oh, fuck. Molten already. Okay, just don't stand in the fire. I should be fine. I've just aggroed a bunch of guys, but I'm going to kick everything.
Your strength fails.
I'm okay for now. I just gotta be mindful of the AoEs and how much spirit I have. Cause just I should be able to get out of jail like pretty much free. I'm standing in the AoEs though, so that really does seem to be like the big source of damage. Just very, very clear, persistent spells. Guys, I picked the worst class to start with. If you're playing a summon class on your first playthrough in a game like this, of course it's going to be harder to see your opponents. Because one of my big complaints with this game was like it was lacking some visual clarity, but like my skeletons and golem were just on top of fucking everything. Oh, they're molten. Yeah, watch out.
It cannot be done.
There we go. That was a fun chain. Everything dies. Anything new, that's actually good for me. It's a spear, apparently. But, you know, more damage. So I will take it. The attack speed drops a tiny bit, but it's okay. I don't want to use my, like... I don't want to use my dash, like, super liberally, because what if I need it? Like, I can't use it like a free teleport. It could get me into danger. Check if the sword is... I believe it is not, because we compared the knuckle to the sword. But I will check. Yeah, it's not. I didn't think I had to check, because I remembered how I equipped the gear I had in the first place, but... You know, it can't hurt to check, I guess. Can't hurt to be sure. I've made dumber mistakes before. I'm very known for alternating between doing something very smart and then doing something very stupid. I can't remember which crypt it is or if it's even consistent between runs.
A vicious strike.
Yeah, you guys have been very kind as to not comment on that trend in actually quite a while. We used to talk about it all the time on some of my older streams. Oh, wait a minute. I actually choose where I end with... That's why I'm not dashing in, like, very far in sometimes. Because it's not a fixed dash range. I'm just... Okay. Mortar Grotesque. Because I've actually got a... Yeah, I see how it is. I'm actually super vulnerable because I double dashed by mistake. Oh, it's actually getting kind of late. We might not be able to go much further today. I'll finish up this quest, and then that's probably it. Blammo. I mean, hey, it's a good idea. Okay, that looks like a two-handed sword. I don't really want to use something two-handed, though. Yeah, I think that would just slow me down a lot, wouldn't it? Yeah, because dual wielding gives me bonus attack speed, so I think that's what it told me, and I don't want to give that up. Not on this character. That doesn't make sense to me. Unless you play multiplayer, your stuff is account bound and you can never trade it. That's kind of strange.
I don't have enough spirit.
Show me my enemies. You can keep the pace of combat so high by just recklessly dashing to the next group of enemies.
My strength has increased.
This is awesome. I now have Exploding Palm, which sounds like I really want to use it.
The crown is not here. It must be in one of the other crypts.
Damn. But I want the crown. I want it. Oh, it was in this one, wasn't it? It was in this one and I just forgot about it. Like, I went far in this crypt and then just forgot to progress. It is random. Okay. Good. Honestly, good. Good. I hear a treasure goblin, I think. Oh, I can't blink like that. After H was removed. Auction house, yep. They redid the whole trading system. That's good. Yeah, I remember. I obviously didn't play the game when it came out. I was actually pretty young when it came out, too. But I remember hearing about the auction house. And how it's just not very popular. People didn't seem to like that one. I am so mobile, it's unreal. If I get too low in this, I do have Echo of Heaven. Or Breath of Heaven, rather. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get scammed out of my actual money. That sounds pretty unappealing. Probably not going to use this shield, but yeah, decent pants. So, like, what actually happens if I equip a shield, though? What happens to my attack speed? Let's just... Oh my... well, it's not that much worse, but it is noticeably worse. And I think for a character that relies on spirit generation like that, I am not really feeling it. That's going to reduce my damage so much more than the stats imply. You have to trade your stuff to others that you never use. It's too good to throw away. Well, I mean, like, I just got used to throwing stuff away in other loot games. Because it's like, it's a really, really good item, but I can't use it. And it took me it literally took me 15 years of playing Diablo 2 on and off to, like, actually come to terms with, like, thinking, yeah, I can sell this set item. That's fine. That's a lot. That's a lot of time.
A trap.
Why would I destroy the Jar of Souls? Oh, this doesn't look too hard. Save my spirit for when they're actually close.
Only a little longer.
Okay, so it does get harder as it goes on. It's ramping up. Kablamo! Oh, there's actually a pretty... Oh, I just double dashed by mistake. I've got to be really careful about that. There's no cooldown between charges. So it's so easy for me to, like, botch my inputs.
You are defeated.
Die. Bye-bye. And it gave me an orbiter. Are you serious? Don't stand in the orbits. Alright, good night, Alex. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. A lot of your stuff is class specific. Yeah, you can't give that to followers. No, I'm chasing you.
Not enough spirit.
Wow, I go out of spirit fast with that. Is it actually possible for me to trap him in a corner? I think there's an orb, like, hidden behind the wall here, and I'm really worried about that one. Yeah, do you see the light right there? That's horrible.
Has increased.
I think that's a wand that I can't use. Yeah, that's wizard only. Oh, I have something new. Perfect. Okay. Destroy the Jar of Souls. Yeah, bye-bye. More. I'm gonna go through my items and my skills right at the end. Except I actually got a rune word here. Breath of Heaven also does damage now. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. I also have Cyclone Strike now, which pulls enemies towards me. I'm gonna have to try that. There's not even a cooldown. That's pretty fun. I like that. So I could 1-2 E and then get my Thunderclap off on someone. That sounds like a fun combo. Use the second set to reforge. True. You can also, yeah, you can get crafting materials out of them in this game. So it's like it's 1, 2. Oh no, because it resets my chain if I do that. So that doesn't work. I'm gonna have to go down here. Hey, I've seen this tile before. That ability is pretty satisfying. Yeah, we'll just walk past that guy. Ignoring a champion group. Shameful. Is that more damage than what I was doing before? Probably not. Actually, you're 260... No, I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not more damage than my secondary. And it's not here either. God damn it. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Make sure I'm using, like, Breath of Heaven reasonably. Stay out of the trails of fire. They're leaving so much. There's, like, no safe place to stand. Oh my god. Especially not if I do that. Blow that guy up. Beautiful. And I have to go in the third crypt. There's no way it's always the last one you go in.
My mind is stronger.
Still got this guy. I'm not really feeling my E right now. Cyclone doesn't feel great. And is this also two-handed? It's one-handed. And it's not better than what I've got. Shoulders, better. Shield. Okay, yeah, just ignore the shields for now. I just got unlucky. Well, because I'm pretty sure on my first run-through, I found it in the first crypt, but I forgot. I didn't actually explore everything, so I left the first crypt and went through all of them.
He brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes.
Let's try Exploding Bomb. An enemy bleeds over 9 seconds, and if it dies while bleeding... Ooh, that actually sounds good. We should try Wave of Light. I should also try Way of the 100 Fists, because I absolutely want to try that. And that is not... What the fuck was that?
I don't have enough speed.
What? What was that ability? I can spam it so much and immediately run out of spirit. That's so funny. What the fuck is that? What is this thing? It's a giant bell! Okay, I need to actually read Way of the 100 Fists. Unleash a rapid series of punches, but it is just like one guy. And how much spirit does it regenerate, though? Like, I need to watch that. Because if every one of those, like, rapid ones regenerated spirit, too, that would have been pretty amazing. I'm preferring the AoE I have right now. This is every third hit freezes enemies. It's kind of cool. I'm really not feeling this Wave of Light right now. It's funny. This is just more immediate damage, but without the burn. I like the burn, actually, because it synergizes well with what I've got going on right now. Is there a set that makes dots happen instantly? That does sound pretty fun. I'm gonna be fine. Oh, I double dash. Whoops. Make sure I can... I'm standing in the middle of 3 electrified guys, I just realized. Like, what the hell did I think would happen? I want to see him explode. It's pretty satisfying. Kablam! What did I think would happen if I was standing there, though? Let's just Kind of silly. Yeah, I do like that I don't have to just... Like, I like that I can take damage in Act 1. I'm just gonna run through some enemies now, just because like, I want to end my session. I have work in the morning. I can't stay up too much later. I fucking sabotage myself every night by staying up stupid late, so... Oh, imagine that palm on 15 enemies. Yeah, let's find it right now.
Your flaws are revealed.
That actually did blow a lot of people up. And I can just Breath of Heaven on top of these guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. I really don't want to deal with that. I mean, it's probably the best XP I can get, but XP is the last thing on my mind right now. I can go to the stairs here. There we go.
The clown is near.
Now we're in the right spot. I don't like the looks of that. Oh yeah, you. You're kind of big. I mostly put Exploding Palm on him because I just wanted to take the dot damage. Because that actually was a pretty substantial amount of damage. How much does this heal me? Just a flat, like, 300 to 418 life. Which is pretty impactful this early. I kind of feel like that's not going to be that effective later. He's got a boatload of dots on him now. Up. Into the tomb we go.
I will not do that.
Oh, I don't have a charge. But I want to go fast. That dash range is unreal. I need to hit a random skeleton with this. If I do, yeah, it just explodes everything. Oh, that feels so good. I love Exploding Palm. It scales. Beautiful. Is that like my max health? Isn't there a boss here? Or did I already... There's something.
I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
I'm not trying to do that. You should, Oh my fucking... You've been up since 1 PM yesterday, haven't slept, you have an online meeting in 4 hours. Jesus, good luck. That's all I can say. Yeah, that would kill me. I've gotten so much worse at staying up late as time goes on. Scales off dexterity, that would make sense. Hey. I like how I actually followed his blink, like not even on purpose, just because I was ready for my first attack there. I can use one of my dashes for damage whenever I want.
Guitar has raised me to new heights.
Boom. Alright, now I get to have the crown. And now I unlock the town portal.
I need to go back.
I can't believe I didn't have that before. Yeah, I feel that. I know I have some friends with like bad insomnia. I have a bout of it like once every 2-3 months. Like I don't have it bad, but it's not fun. Good luck.
You found the crown. Ah,
Hadrig's gonna fix it for me.
It's good to work
Ding,
again.
ding, 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 ding.
New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than makings.
As you should. You will craft for me weapons.
Okay, do I care about any of this stuff? This is a two-handed... I kind of value my attack speed, so no thank you. Huge dexterity boost. I'll take it. Other than that, nothing valuable. Oh, gold is between characters. Okay. Okay, so in that case... Are my crafting... Oh my god, this is between characters too. Everything's between characters. You cannot salvage this item. Okay. I will sell it.
Bless you for saving.
Yeah, there's a merchant over this way. That's right. Now I remember.
I have some. Don't touch anything unless you're buying it.
Here you go.
Keep my inventory clean.
2 gold. Thank you. That was fun. I like the monk. I'm glad I have like some goal to work towards again because I'm doing a new playthrough. You're not going to torment the blacksmith? No, I'm not going to bully him about his dead wife. The characters without emotion have more emotion than Karen. Karen was just the worst. Like, that's all it is. Karen was just actually the worst person. Okay, well, if everything goes to plan for me, I'll be releasing my stream schedule for the week tomorrow, because obviously I can't get to it tonight because it's 12 and I'm going to fuck to sleep. But my intention is to actually have a lot of Diablo 3 this week. I want to... If I want to play it tomorrow, I want to play it Tuesday. I want to get as far in my monk playthrough as I can. If I'm not done the monk playthrough by then, I'm probably playing it like Thursday or Saturday, because I can't do Wednesday, Friday. Anyway, a lot of Diablo 3 coming up. That's the plan. Do I have a raid target? Yeah, I'm just going to sleep. I'm not staying for a raid, because if I think it'd be kind of rude for me to raid and not stick around for at least a moment. So, thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow, if all goes according to plan, for more of the monk. Monk is fun. Don't forget to love yourselves, respect each other. I will see you all later. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Have a great day tomorrow.